Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. For today's video, we are going to see what if shooting was no longer allowed in the NBA. What if you could only score by layups, dunks, or really just getting to the basket? Like, how much would it change the game? Because as we all know, since like Stephen Curry's taken off in the NBA many years ago, the NBA has changed to a three-point shooting league. Like, the amount of threes that are shot every single game is absolutely crazy. You might say the mid-range game's a dying art, but there was once upon a time where the mid-range game was like dominant in the NBA. And you look even farther back, and just like the big guy is what dominated, guys. Big guys under the basket, your Wilt Chamberlains, your Bob Pettits, people like that, man, just dominating the NBA game, doing it on the inside. So yes, as always, this roster was created by Franchise City. He is a My League YouTuber. Go check him out, guys. Thank you so much, man, for making this roster for me. Pretty much this is how it's been done, is that he took all their ratings and put them down to a 25 overall, and I believe he also did turn down their mid-range games and like three-point shots and stuff like that. So basically, like, they should not shoot threes. If for whatever reason they do shoot a three, they are going to miss it, guys. There's a small chance they might make one here and there, but for the most part, they should probably miss it out there. So yeah, that's pretty much Ben Simmons' just dream right here, guys, because of course he doesn't shoot threes in real life. So what we're going to do is go through the rosters. I'm going to give you guys like my predictions on who I think is actually going to dominate the game the most out there, based off their team and based off this new rule here in the NBA. So for the Philadelphia 76ers, I think no doubt Ben Simmons would definitely dominate because he already like doesn't really shoot a lot of mid-range anyway, never shoots threes. You know, being 6'10", the point guard position, he would still get it done that way. Also, he did make me this roster probably about a month ago or so, so I don't know if it's totally up to date, but for the most part, the trades should look pretty good out there. For the Milwaukee Bucks, same song and dance, you know, Giannis out there is going to be beast. I'm surprised that Brook Lopez is the second highest rated player on this team. I know like his three-point shot's been big for him this season, although the low post threat, he could always get down the block and doing things like that. For the Chicago Bulls, I would probably have to say, I know he's like not really part of the team anymore, but Jabari Parker, because, you know, he's got a pretty good post-up game out there, and, you know, he can still get it done down low. So I would probably say Jabari Parker, although Zach LaVine slashed into the basket, you know, getting his layups could be very dangerous that way, throwing it down. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, I think we got to see Timberwolves Kevin Love out there. You know, the Kevin Love that doesn't shoot as many threes. It relies more on the post game. For the Boston Celtics, oh, man, I would, like, does Jason Tatum, is he really like a guy that goes to the basket? He likes to shoot a lot, doesn't he? So it would definitely be between Kyrie Irving and Al Horford. I feel like Kyrie, just like some of the way he can like finish at the basket, would help him out a lot. For the Clippers, give the ball to Boban. All of a sudden, man, it says he's 7'3". I'm pretty sure he's like 7'6". They have him listed as 7'3" here in 2K, but Boban Marjanovic, did you know he has like the best like per 36 stat or efficiency stat or something like that in NBA history over Michael Jordan and LeBron James? So yeah, Boban, he's taking over. For the Memphis Grizzlies, let's say Marc Gasol, I guess. There's not really anybody that's really like popping out to me on here. For the Atlanta Hawks, I mean, yeah, Trae Young, he's way down this list because he gets it done shooting-wise, but it definitely becomes more of a big guy league, no doubt. For the Miami Heat, yeah, Sam Whiteside, he gets it done on the inside. Bam would be a nice addition. Basically, if you have a good like power forward / center combination off your bench or as starters, you're pretty much going to be good to go for this. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, he doesn't really shoot a lot anyway. Elite paint protector, so defensive players definitely become big time too. For the Utah Jazz, Rudy Gobert, no doubt going to dominate the inside. For the Sacramento Kings, I'd probably actually think Marvin Bagley would become their best player, like, because he's athletic and he just gets it done on the inside. For the New York Knicks, Porzingis, maybe Enes Kanter, I guess I'm okay with those picks right there. For the Lakers, LeBron James, I mean, because you also got to consider this here, guys. I don't know if free throws are still the same, so you can still get fouled going to the basket. So, I mean, if you're used to getting to the free throw line, you're going to be getting there a lot more because everybody, of course, we can defend in the paint and stuff like that. For the Magic, I would say Bamba being, you know, that 7'10" wingspan, that would be great on the inside. For the Dallas Mavericks, DeAndre Jordan cleaning up, maybe Dennis Smith attacking the basket, Doncic too, getting the free throw line. For the Brooklyn Nets, nobody, I'm just joking, man. We'll say Jared Allen. For the Denver Nuggets, Jokic, he got a pretty good post-up game too. I know like the reason he's so successful at times is because he's able to space things out, but no doubt like he's got a nice little fadeaway on him. For the Indiana Pacers, I would probably say Sabonis would be their best player in this case. Although Oladipo, another guy that can get to the free throw line. For the Pelicans, yeah, nobody's going to stop Anthony Davis. Although Julius Randle, because also if you're like an athletic big that can beat people off the dribble, that's going to help out a lot. For the Pistons, I would probably say Andre Drummond. He tends to work around the paint mostly, so his game will not be affected all that much. For the Toronto Raptors, it would still be Kawhi Leonard. Let's be honest here, man. Maybe Pascal Siakam. For the Houston Rockets, I was talking about free throws. James Harden getting to that free throw line. He'd be shooting about 40, 50 free throws a game. For the Spurs, I think Aldridge would actually be more successful in this type of NBA because I would say he definitely is closer to a traditional style of power forward, but he's definitely changed his game over time too. For the Phoenix Suns, probably DeAndre Ayton. For the OKC Thunder, yeah, Russell Westbrook, beating people off the dribble, getting to the free throw line. For the Timberwolves, Karl-Anthony Towns, he already dominates the inside. Portland Trailblazers, I'm going to say, because Damian Lillard, like, I know he also shoots a lot too, but getting to the basket, he'd be fine with that. Maybe Nurkic on the inside. And then for the Golden State Warriors, I would say probably Boogie Cousins, but if Kevin Durant's posting up or has to operate on the inside, that would help a lot too. Stephen Curry, who was normally a 96 overall, you knock his shooting stats down, he goes down to an 84 overall point guard. So we all know his shot is definitely what makes him out there. For the Wizards, I'm going to say probably John Wall, maybe Dwight Howard if he can tap into that, I don't know, old Magic Dwight Howard. But here we go, guys. Let's go ahead and get going on this simulation. As far as the team I want to watch, I'm actually very curious how Ben Simmons is going to do now. So we're going to check them out. The lineups should be good to go. So let's talk about some things. Like I was saying, the three-point line and just like the emergence of the three-point shot has changed the NBA. Guys, let me know in the comment section below. How do you feel like the NBA could change yet again in the future? Like, do you feel like there's just going to be like something out there that has not really been tapped into yet that teams are going to start doing? I'm going to say in the future, I could see the center position just strictly just going away. I could see a league becoming a league of just like really tall guards in the sense where everybody can handle the basketball, everyone can make the pass, and that's just how it's going to be because the thing is that you have all these traditional centers out there, or you have all these guys like your DeAndre Jordans or your Andre Drummonds who operate on the inside that are used to playing defense and grabbing boards, can't shoot it all. But plain and simple, we know teams that can stretch the floor are teams that are going to be the best teams out there, right? So, I mean, now I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight, but I'm going to say like within the next like 10, 15, 20 years, as, children are developing their basketball game and, their coaches are teaching them, they might teach that center how to handle that basketball. That is why Anthony Davis is one of the best big guys because he's essentially a point guard in a guard's body. Same with Jokic. Believe it or not, when Anthony Davis played high school basketball, I believe like his freshman, sophomore year, something like that, he was like 6'1", 6'2". He was training to be a point guard because he still wanted to be successful like them in the NBA, but he grew to be 7 foot, so he still had those point guard handles, but he was now a 7-footer, and that's why he's one of the best big guys out there, no doubt, man. So I could see that happening where it just becomes a league of 7-foot guys that everybody can handle, everybody can shoot, and all that stuff out there. Or maybe you even have like your Russell Westbrook type of players because they are still very valuable. Because the thing is that, really, if you have centers and forwards and all that can handle the basketball, the only thing that's really separating them from the point guards is the speed. And that speed is not really something you can teach all that much. I mean, if you're 7 foot, 7'1", 7'2", chances are you are not going to be a very quick player unless you are an exception out there. But yeah, man, I see that happening. Also, another very interesting thing I do want to point out, I did just read an article. It appears they are looking into adding a 4-point line to the NBA game. Really? Do y'all need? I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I'm all for changing and stuff like that. I'm all for adapting the NBA game. But a 4-point line just sounds stupid to me. I feel like there could be a different way to award that. Like, 4 points is so many points, guys. And eventually, it's just going to be people from shooting from back there. And eventually, we're going to get to a damn 10-point line beyond half court. And that's just how it's going to be. So, let me know in the comment section below how you guys feel about the idea of a 4-point line. Anyway, there's one more game in the season. I wasn't really checking out the scores. Believe it or not, man, the scores are still pretty high out here. Nobody's shooting threes at all. But, I mean, people are still getting to the basket. Foul-wise, the fouls, okay, I mean, they're a little on the high side, but nothing too bad. I'm just using this game as an example right there. But, yeah, these players are still getting it done. Like, Markelle Fultz, we all know he's got a shooting issue, so it's definitely good for his game. Simulate through date against the Chicago Bulls. I was expecting, like, 50-point scores and things like that, but it seems like everybody did adjust. And this is right here, man, is when you know 2K is broken. When you take away the ability to shoot a basketball, and you take away Stephen Curry's ability to shoot a basketball, and you make it illegal, and the man still gets MVP! Seriously, 2K. Y'all, do you guys think Stephen Curry can win the MVP if the job was just to get to the basket? Like, I understand he's good at it, But the MVP, then Trae Young still getting Rookie of the Year. Larry Nance, six-man Giannis as Defensive Player, and Blake Griffin Most Improved, with Nick Nurse still getting Coach of the Year. So the players all adapted. You know, I thought we would see different players out there that would just kind of like step up to the plate because they now have different opportunities to score the basket. But no, man, it's looking pretty, I don't know, just pretty crazy out here. So let's go ahead and check out the rest of these player stats here real quick, see who actually dominated. I'm going to scroll through it very quickly right there, see how close I was to my predictions. If you do want to pause, feel free to do so. Boban at 12 points per game. But yeah, man, like 3-point percentage. Yeah, nobody attempted a three. So I don't know, man. I'm very curious how most of these guys score the basketball, because it had to have been under the basket, because even like the field goal percentage, it's good. Like, everybody is shooting a nice percentage out there. So Lonzo Ball at 9 points, still didn't really decide to shoot all that much. Isaiah Thomas just attacking the basket at 5'9", 16 points per game for him, so that's crazy. Anthony Davis, I mean, if anything, you could say he kind of struggled out there more than he normally does. He's usually a mid 20 point per game scorer. Drummond at 15 and 12 rebounds. All right, James Harden, I expect him to be pretty high up on that list at 27 points per game. DeRozan at 29. That's another good one that I don't think I mentioned. All right, I think we pretty much got through all these 30 points for Damian Lillard, probably the leader of the NBA with that. All right, yeah, looking at the league leaders here now. These are the top scorers in the entire NBA. Damian, DeMar DeRozan. Yeah, free throw attempts. That is what I wanted to see. So, wow, we got players averaging 22 attempts. No, I'm sorry, those are field goal attempts. My apologies there, guys. My apologies. Free throw attempts. So Giannis at 10 a game, 9 a game per there. Still not really all that much, you know, all things considered with this. All you know, with people attacking the basket. Is there a way to check out like points in paint? Because that would probably be the majority of how these points allowed. Okay, so you can't really see points in paint. I guess you could probably see that from over here, maybe, or maybe not. Offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, points to turnover ratio. Yeah, here we go. Points in paint per game. So this will actually be a good indicator. The Lakers had the most at 67 points in the paint. Let's see how many points they averaged on the season. So you add that on. Okay, yeah, you add the 67 points. Add that on to the amount of free throws they had per game. So 17. So 66 plus 17 is like 80, like low 80s, I believe. So that means they should average low 80s points per game. How the hell where'd these other points come from, man? Where'd these other points come from? Y'all bitch ass Lakers cheating, man. Y'all cheating out there. No wonder y'all average the most. You're still shooting 2 threes a game. I'm just so confused on where the other points could possibly come from. Guys, let me know in the comment section below. If you can only score on the inside, I mean, I guess like if you, because the mid-range was also turned to 25, so they were definitely not scoring out there. I'm very curious who's going to win this all. I'm thinking maybe the Lakers, although they are currently in a 7-game series against the Utah Jazz, so they could get eliminated. And nope, the Jazz are eliminated. Might just be Toronto winning it because, you know, that's how Toronto rolls this year around. This was a very interesting video, man. I was expecting to just be like, okay, this is what it is, but there's so many questions. I have so many more questions than I do answers, and now I'm just confused in life. And yeah, looks like we're gonna have Toronto making it. Lakers are gone. Hey guys, lo and behold, we do have the Warriors and Toronto Raptors matched up. What else is new? Stephen Curry getting Finals MVP at 25 points. Is there a way to see how many mid-range shots they got per game? Okay, because he went 10 for 21 and with 6 free throws. Also got 6 fouls, so he's still fouled out there, man. But I don't know. This is, I guess let's go to, yeah, can I view like the entire box score? Is that not a thing? Oh, here we go. View. Here we go, man. So 103 points per game, 17 free throws. All right, they had that many points. 64 points in the paint. I guess you could still have post-ups, because post-ups would still be a thing out there, right? Because if you look at their post game, I don't know if that was actually turned down. Yeah, because the mid-range, yeah, okay, so they still have close open. So close is not necessarily in the paint. Not necessarily in the paint. Okay, that makes more sense to me now. So they're scoring just a little bit outside the paint, probably still posting up and everything out there. I believe that was also remained the same. Yes, it was. Okay, so this is Smash Mouth traditional basketball, like it should be, bro. Like it should be. Anyway, guys, you can do me please do me a quick favor and drop a like on this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace out, my friends.